Hello, Disney Car Toys here, and today we're going to make some Play-Doh camping gear for Peppa Pig and her family. You see, Daddy Pig was in charge of packing for the camping trip, but he forgot Peppa and George's sleeping bags. He only brought one for him and Mommy Pig. But Mommy Pig said, "Don't worry about the sleeping bags, we can always make some out of Play-Doh." It's pretty simple to make a sleeping bag out of Play-Doh for Peppa Pig. For Peppa, I chose a bright pink Play-Doh to match her little rosy cheeks. To make the sleeping bag, all you need to do is roll out a big piece of Play-Doh. And then grab a Play-Doh knife and cut around the edges. You need a flat edge for the bottom. And for the top, it's going to be kind of unique. First, start with a flat edge. Here, let me cut this side while we're at it. And then at the top, you want to cut slightly down and over. So it's almost like a little block. And then you fold over the sleeping bag. Let's put Peppa inside, just make sure it fits. Move her arms down, and then stretch the Play-Doh. You want the Play-Doh to completely cover Peppa, and we'll press in the Play-Doh at the sides just to connect each end of the sleeping bag. And at the bottom of the sleeping bag we have an opening, and just pinch that closed. And now Peppa can be nice and cozy in her sleeping bag. It just kind of looks like a ravioli to me, but it looks like a sleeping bag too. Daddy Pig also forgot a sleeping bag for George, so we'll make him a green sleeping bag to match Mr. Dinosaur, of course. I'm going to build George's sleeping bag the same way I made Peppa's sleeping bag. Once you're done cutting out the shape of the sleeping bag, just lay George inside and fold the Play-Doh over itself around George. Press the Play-Doh corners together to connect them, both on the side and then at the bottom too. And now we have a little sleeping bag for George too. He's like a little ravioli or burrito just like his sister. But Peppa and George can't sleep yet. They haven't roasted marshmallows. Daddy Pig packed marshmallows, but he didn't pick out a campsite with a campfire. So just like the sleeping bags, we'll make our own campfire using Play-Doh. First, I'll make the fire pit. Just take some gray Play-Doh, and if you don't have gray Play-Doh, I actually made this Play-Doh on my own. Just mixing up some black, dark blue, and white Play-Doh together, I made this nice stone-looking gray. And for the fire pit, you just want to roll out a lot of little balls and then connect them together in a circle. And you don't want the balls to look too perfect because you want them to look like big rocks. So we can make these fairly quickly. Now that the outline of the fire pit is complete, we can make logs. For the logs, all we need is some brown Play-Doh. And just roll it out using your hands into a nice little cylinder log shape. And then just take your Play-Doh knife and cut a couple lines into it just to look like stripes on the log. There we go, now it's a little more realistic. Here's one log. We'll do the same thing, making another log just so that they can make an X. And just stack this log right on top of the other. Ta-da! And now for probably the most important part, the fire. I just grabbed some red Play-Doh and just kind of flying it out and form it to be kind of a fluffy triangle shape. And then take your Play-Doh knife and we'll cut some lines into it just to give it a little bit of texture. That's a pretty good flame. We'll stick that on our logs. And then I'll grab some orange Play-Doh and do the same thing, and we'll put it in front of the red Play-Doh just to add some more color to the flame. Let's draw some lines. There we go. Perfect. Just right in front. And that's a nice fire pit. And now George Pig can do his most favorite camping activity, roasting marshmallows. Yay! If you enjoyed this video, please click like. Also, if you've tried making these sleeping bags or fire pit at home, please let me know how they turned out. Click on a picture to watch another fun toy video, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching and have a great day.